Hey everybody, it's Maria from Magic the Amateuring. I am stuck inside today due to a massive snowstorm that's rolling through the Midwest, so I thought what better time to record a hot draft video for you. Oath, battle. Let's do this. If you listen to the latest episode of Magic the Amateuring, you know that I do not have a great handle on this format, so perhaps we will learn together. Or perhaps I will completely fail and you will see my failure and learn from it. Either way, we're going to learn something with this draft, what not to draft or what to draft. That's the great thing about draft. You never go away without some more knowledge in your head. You can put that on a t-shirt. The snow is falling outside. It's so beautiful and peaceful, just kind of fluffy flakes floating on down. They say it's anywhere going to be like 5 to 10 inches here in Minnesota, so we'll see. If it's 10 inches, that's pretty exciting, but also pretty bad news because I have to fly out for the Pro Tour tomorrow. Goo. All right, we've opened a pack that is not unlike packs that I've opened in the past, meaning that there's a card like Isolation Zone over here, which is arguably, just the straight up best card in the pack. However, it's double white, so you are committing pretty hard. There's an Oath of Jace. I mean, would I pay 3 mana for this? Maybe? You're kind of drawing 3. I don't know. I guess I could take it because I've never played it before. Isolation Zone just kills whatever, though. And I'm not sure quite what colors blue wants to pair with. I suppose it could pair with white. Because it does have some good flyers. Red, obviously, for Surge, but I haven't personally had good experiences with Surge. Maybe that's just me, though. There is a Reality Hemorrhage, which is an alright card. We talked about not loving Star Snare on the show. I don't know. I guess I'll take it. It's really unlike cards I normally play. Even though, I would like to try green-white support, but I'm not really super seeing anything that's pushing me in that direction. Seed Guardian is a good card. We could try and beat green-blue. I know Marshall and BDM talked about green-blue on the Pro Tour. At GP Vancouver being a deck that they were hoping was a real deck. Basically, you get a lot of fatties, and hopefully you get ways to push them through with, slip-through space or with the Gravity Negator. All in all, Seed Guardian's just a pretty good card. Pyromancer's Assault is for when I'm feeling very silly and want to try Surge. I don't know if I'm at that point. Stalking Drone, I think, is very good. Netcaster Spider, I also think, is very good. Void Shatter, I don't know. I don't want to take a cancel right now. Here's a great support card. Whoa, mouse, calm down. Woo! So we know that, this is way too early to tell that this is a sign. There's also Jwar Isle Avenger, which is a fine card, Mav Kozilek, and then we've got, Stalking Drone and Syrian Light, which I think are fine. Vines of the Recluse is probably, I was going to say it's the best combat trick, but that black regenerate one might be better. A lot of times you just need reach. This is a very risky pick for me to take this here, but I did just say that I wanted to play support. Anyway, it's time to commit. Now, am I taking this Gravity Negator, which is straight up good card, or am I taking a Netcaster Spider or a Stalking Drone and committing more to green? Based on these two cards, I don't have any, I'm not super committed to any colorless shenanigans right now. So maybe it's best just to take the Spider. I don't know, the Stalking Drone's so good. And then here's an Unknown Shores. I'll take this. We're going to move this over here. And see if we can't make this happen? I don't know. Saddleback. This is a good card. You need cheap dudes to help your Saddleback out. It's also the cutest card in the set. No big deal. Notably a slip through space in here, which I mentioned earlier. Mob Kozilek just stops everything. There's a Sears Lantern. There's a Birthing Hulk in here. It's not a bad card. It costs 7. There's also Shoulder to Shoulder and Tajur Path Warden. This card is so critical in this strategy that I might just want to take the Shoulder to Shoulder. This card's, you know, like, people love this guy. But there's also this Birthing Hulk. Yeesh! What do you do? I mean, sometimes you just need some beefy beef, you know? I love Walker of the Waste, P.S. you guys, but we don't have any waste right now. I'm gonna take this. Here, we've got some good stuff. We have Lead by Example, Support 2, Core Sky Climber, which I think is pretty good. And our colors are open over here, too. Huh. I've never played this card. I'm gonna take it. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure about it. Here's Holdout Settlement. We maybe want this in case we're getting... Oh, but there's a Loam Larva, and I said I wanted early drops. Maybe I should stick to my story, huh? I don't love Loam Larva, but if I need, like, stuff early, I'll take it. Gravity Negator. Maybe I should take this in case we end up being green-blue. I like this card a lot. Here's a Stalking Drone. Oh, these wastes are still here. People don't want them. They're not good compared to the other cards that make waste. I said Gravity Negator is one of my favorite cards when the set initially came out. I was like, this could be so powerful. And I think it is. I think like it's a must kill, right? You can't just let it sit around as the game goes along and your opponent starts dropping their beefy dudes. You don't want those, that 7/6 flying through the air at you. That would be a tragedy. Oh, Gated Life flying through the air at you. Pay waste, yeah, no big deal. So we haven't seen a lot of white from this direction. Let's keep that in mind. We haven't not seen it, but we haven't super seen it, as you can tell by my mostly green cards sitting down there in my pile. The good news is, if we end up being green-white, we have only 2 cards of Chaff, which is Gravity Negator and Oath of Jace. That's pretty good. Man, it is coming down out there. My cats were watching it out the window. It was adorable. Do you remember when you were little and you like were really excited for snow days and you just sit looking outside the window at the snow coming down? That's how I felt when they were looking at it. It was so cute. Oh, it's a Searing Light. I'm gonna take that. That card is not great, but it's not terrible either. Like, it kills that 2/4 vampire. What is it? Vampire Envoy? Am I making that up? Anyway, it kills some things that are relevant. Especially white and red cards. We have no removal. Not like now I'm sad about that isolation zone. Story of my life. Am I right? Story of my life. We also, if we're going to plan on taking another Stalking Drone or 2, we have to... Oh, this is a great question. I don't know. Iona's Blessing. I don't want you. Loam Larva. Do I want you? Searing Light? Really? I don't know. People are hot on Dazzling Reflection. I've had it work okay for me once. This art is great. What was I gonna say? We need some waste for Stalking Drone. Bloop. This thing is disgusting. This should have got grossest card. It looks like a tongue with problems. Warping Whale. Standard deck. Wouldn't it be great for an all-colorless standard deck? That's what I'm dreaming of. We'll see. Ooh, look at these fun things. We've got some spice in here. Ollie. Eiley? Whatever. She has Death Touch? That's random. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of want to take her and splash her. It's just super sweet, but there's also just this card. Which, like, we do want to be the beatdown. I suppose that's something that's notable. I'm taking it. It's too good. Somebody else in white-black can steal it from me who's on my right and just have a wonderful day because they're drafting black-white to my right. I mean, I assume. Step Glider. This card's a RD. Real deal. I've never played with it before. I'm excited. Let's have 2 Oath of Jace in our deck. Expedition Raptor. Solid. Another Shoulder to Shoulder. Yeah. Get in. This guy's flying. He's a land. Who drew this? David. David Palumbo. I've also never played with Wall of Resurgence. There's a Scion Summoner, though. I think that Wall of Resurgence is... People are like, oh, I don't know if it's good or not. I think it is good. Because I played against it where they just hit you with their 3/3 on, you know, turn 4. I don't want to take it, though. I'm still too scared of it. I suppose it has synergy with our Step Glider, which grants vigilance and flying. Okay, let's get some stuff for our strategy. We don't have any right now. This pack is a ball sack for us. I don't really want to play Make a Stand. It's too expensive. I could take this little Crawley. I could make Mr. Crawley, you know, that makes me sound like I'm talking about Downton Abbey. I could make Mr. Crawley into a, you know, it could be a dude. Like a supported. He's supported. In support, the Hedron Crawler gets better, I think. I was about to take Crumbling Vestige because I really like this card. But let's get Crawley out there. Here's our friend, Path Warden. Bonesaw. Oh, another summoner? Yes! Queen! Mono Bonesaw's deck getting past. Here's a Vines. I'll take this. I have, like, not gonna take another Searing Light. We're light on removal. Classic green-white. Terrifying if this happened to you. A tree just grabs you. I feel like I'm living in a snow globe, you guys. You need to see this. Maybe I'll tweet out a picture. I probably will. I be tweeting all the time. Just follow us at MTAcast. We have more than 5,000 followers, so somebody knows something. Okay, here's another Stalking Drone. There's a Canopy Gorger. No Trample. We really, really are sad we don't have goals for this. Ooh. Maybe something crazy will happen where we get back some kind of land that'll help us out. The good news is we have a lot of cards that are good. And, yeah. That's basically it. We have a lot of cards right here. We have 21 cards, and you could play all of these. When I have a number like 20 or 21 going into pack 3, obviously this deck isn't, you know, perfect. Should I take this Waste, or should I take Lead by Example? Should I have 2 of these things? I only will have 2 ways to activate Stalking Drone off the Waste. Nah, I'm taking this. Sure. So whenever I've ended up with like 20 or more cards going into pack 3, I always feel great. Do you remember in Battle for Zendikar when nobody wanted to play green? I remember, and I was like, I hope green gets a boost. Well, I think it has gotten a boost. What are we looking for going to pack 3? If we can find any removal, I would be interested in a couple more dudes on the top end, maybe? What? Get in! Get the sleeve! Yes! Okay. Alright, buddy. You're it. You are it. Woo! I love how when I celebrate opening a great card, I just immediately revert to being Kenji. Oh, Kenji. You're so great. You've like created your own language for the rest of the community. Single-handedly. Oh, brother. I'm sorry you have to deal with me having something of a cold. I've had something of a cold for like 4 weeks now. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. My cold. Oh, smothering abominations, encircling fissure, beastmaster, breaker of armies. I did ask for beef. Here's an evolving mods which I could have used to search out that waste and give me another source. I suppose that's something to consider that I might get in this pack. This is a weekend 5. I suppose this is kind of like a kill spell. This is also kind of like a kill spell. I'm gonna take that. I think I need more ways, you know. There's another wild, so snapping gnarlid's not bad. Maybe I'm just gonna take this. Ugh, I hate taking it this early though. Like, am I really having these loam larvas? I suppose these guys find my waste. That's another good point. Ugh, they're so gross. I'll take this to help my mana. That's kind of cool. Got a sweet flying ally. Could be good with all of my dudes running around. Ooh. Yes, son. This card's ridic. This card's redonk if you can cast it. There's this thing. I don't really care. I'm gonna play this. We have a lot of cards. I honestly don't know. This could be good with support. Just fight something, beat it up into submission. We have to think, what are we cutting? Brood Monitor? Gideon's Reproach? God. I think it has to be Gideon's Reproach. This is rough. I don't want any of these cards. Maybe I do want Blister Bot as a support. People are playing like the stupid 1/1. I suppose it is flying. That's the difference. Another unnatural aggression? We'll see. Plummet could be a good thing to have in this deck, but we do also have this. Alright, Beastmaster. Giant Mantis. Stops those pesky flyers. I wonder if I want another thing on the top. Yeah. Oh well, I didn't even have to pick that Gnarlid after all. Man, what do you take out? This? This is tough. These stocking drones are a little, like, if I had some waste in here, not like waste, but the lands that produce colorless, oh man, I would feel invincible. Because stocking drone with waste to activate it, this is a 3/4, and I talked about this on the show. I'll get on my soapbox. Like, that's relevant for an incredibly long period of the game. It's even relevant, like, later into the game, your threat of activation, when, say your opponent is black-white, and, they have a lot of 1/4s that can block, but they certainly can't kill your creatures, and you can just attack with impunity right into them. If they don't have enough to block everybody. This deck's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I'm like kind of in love right now. This is rough though about what I'm gonna cut. Like, so the reason I'm talking about stocking drone is because I wasn't sure. Another Beastmaster and a Natural Connections. Here's a lesson I've learned so far. Like, there's more ways in the third pack to fix your mana if you are worried that you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna have your, like, oh, I have waste, but waste suck. Well, there's Evolving Wild, there's Natural Connections, blah blah blah. Like, what do you play? Do you play Loam Larva or do you play the Stocking Drone? on the off chance that I will activate it with a Heatron crawler. Ugh, that doesn't seem good. I mean, it's just a 2/2 for 2, in which case, like, Snapping Gnarlet is just better. This is the ramp. I mean, that's not nothing. But if I'm like, oh, I don't want, well, where does this put it on the top of my library? Ah, God. I do like land, though. Especially if I'm playing, like, this kind of shenanigans over here. Don't super want a Brood Hunter Worm. It's just kind of dumb. I gotta, like, cut 7 cards. Let's cut that. Guess we can have 1 lead by example. Oops, and over here. This is kind of like this. What is it, 5? Yeah. Maybe I take out another... Like, maybe this isn't main board. Maybe I only have 1 natural aggression. That's only 16 creatures. We could board in the Searing Light if we need it later. I want more creatures. My saddlebacks. Maybe I just want to do like this. Gideon, you're so sweet. I suppose you're a creature. Technically. Maybe we take out vines and put in... Yeah, I'm gonna do... Maybe I'll do this. I'm not sure if that's right. Because of my lack of waste. I have to cut 1 more card even. I'm like, oh, should I put vines in out of the side and then instead put another lead by example in? Just beat them up on the ground with my, you know, my 2/4s. It's not exactly some beat up stats, but... I could take out the Plated Crusher, but it's so good. Oh, this is painful. Maybe I... And I'm like, maybe I don't need 18 lands. Or a 7. If I take a 7 drop off, I can put another lead by example. I love tricks, if you can't tell. Let's try this. I'm sorry, Plated Crusher. I just love putting counters on stuff too much. Alright, we'll see you back here for round 1.